Welcome to Probability and Statistics course. So in the previous session, we've seen measures of central tendency, introduction, and mean related problems. So in this module, we are covering median, mode, and moments along with the example. So median is the okay, yeah, median is the most middle value of the given data. That is nothing but the total data is divided into two equal halves. That point we call it as a median. So median for individual series as well as median for group data as follows. So median for individual series. So when the data is given in the terms of individual series, first we have to arrange them either in the form of ascending order or descending order. Then find out the in the second step count the number of observations. So if the number of observations is odd, then the mean will be then the median will be n plus 1 by 2 to the tooth term will be the median. Or else if the n number of observations is even number, then the median will be n by 2 plus n plus 2 by 2 to term by 2. So here is the formula. So we can use this formula to get the median for the even number of terms, and this is the formula to get the median for when n observations is odd. Similarly, we have median for the group data. So here, if the group data is provided, then the median will be L plus n by 2 minus Cf by f into C. So where L is nothing but lower limit of the middle class, and n is the total frequency, and f is the frequency of median class, and the Cf is the cumulative frequency of preceding class to the next to the median class, and C is the width of the class interval. So for better understanding, we do some examples. There you will get more clarity. So here is the first example. So find out the median of the uh, following set of points in a game. So in a game, they have given points, and these points are in random order. So we are arranging as we discussed. We have to arrange them in one order, either ascending order or descending order. Here I'm taking in order of ascending. So order, I'm making all these digits in the ascending order, that is 8, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, and 16. And then after in the next step, we have to calculate the number of observations. So here number of observations is 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So total number of observations is 7, which is odd number. So when the series data is provided, individual series is provided, and the number of observations is odd, then the median will be n plus 1 by 2. The term will be the median. That is n is nothing but 7. So 7 plus 1, 8 by 4. So n plus 1, n is nothing but 7, and plus 1 by 2. So 8, 8 by 4 is 8 by 2 equals to 4. So what is the fourth term in this ascending series? So the fourth term is 12. So 8, 8, 10, 12. So the fourth term is 12. So the median of the given individual series is 12. Similarly, find out the median of the following data. So again, here we are taking individual series. So individual series in the random order. So we are making them into ascending order. We are writing the number of numbers into ascending order. Then we are taking the number of counting the number of observations. So here they provided 8 observations, which is even. So when even number of observations is given, then the median will be n by 2 plus n by 2 plus n plus 2 by 2 by 2 term. So here n is given as 8. So n is nothing but 8. So n by 2 is nothing but here n by 2 term is 4, and plus n plus 2, that is 8 plus 2 is 10, 10 by 2 is 5. So 5 by 2. So here fourth term, what is the fourth term from the ascending order series? So from the fourth term is 10. So we are taking the 10 as the fourth term. and the fifth term is 12. So fifth term is 12, so 10 plus 12, which is 22 by 2. So the median of the given series is 11. In simple way we can say like this also: if the given series is individual, odd, if the number of observations is odd, we make them in order, like either ascending order or descending order, and whatever the middle term is there, that we have to take as the median. If the given data is even, I mean, if the given number of observations is even, where in the second example eight observations are there, make them in order, like either ascending order or descending order. Take middlemost two values and take the average of the two values, will give the median. So here we are calculating median for the frequency data, grouped data. So here x is the values, which is 13, 2, 34, 23, 4 and 6, and the respective frequencies are provided. So we have to calculate the median for the given data. So x values I am writing in the form of ascending. When you are writing the ascending order, the respective frequencies also we have to take in the proper, I mean, in proper way. So here first term is 2. So the respective frequency is 6. So I'm writing 2 and respective frequency is 6. Then we have 4. The respective frequency is 2. So 4, 2. So we are making this x values in the form of ascending, respectively frequency is also matching. Then after we are taking cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency is nothing but we are just taking the cumulative frequency 6. Then the next term will be 2 plus 6, that is 8. Then again the first, from the beginning you are adding, so 6 plus 2 plus 1, which is 9, and the cumulative frequency of the next term will be up to 4 terms: 6 plus 2 plus 1 plus 3, which is 12, and the next frequency is 19, next frequency is 23. So if you see here, the cumulative frequency is 23, which is odd number. So when it is odd number, the median formula will be n plus 1 by n plus 1 by 2, plus 1 by 2. So n plus 1 by 2. So here the cumulative frequency is 23, which is n is equal to 23. So 23 plus 1 is 24 by 2, which is 12. 12th term. What is the 12th term? As per the cumulative frequency distribution, 12th term. So the cumulative frequency when it is 12, the respective median value is 13. So as per the cumulative frequency, we have to check what is the 12th term, where the 12th will be existed. So up to 6 terms, up to 8 terms, up to 9 terms, up to 12th term. So 12th term we are ended up with 13. So the respective cumulative frequency is 13. Here is another example which provided grouped data. So class interval is provided like 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, like that. So class interval is 5 to 10, there are 15 digits are there. 10 to 15, there are 10. 15 to 25, 20 to 25, 15, like that the frequency is provided. So we have to get the median for this data. So whatever the class interval is given, that I am writing, then after the frequency, then we are calculating the cumulative frequency. So 15, then the next cumulative will be 10 plus 15, which is 25. Then the for the third term, we have to take first addition of the three preceding terms sum. So 5 plus 10 plus 15, which is 30. Like that we are calculating the cumulative frequency. So here when the group data is provided, the median formula is L plus n by 2 minus cumulative frequency by f into c. So where L is the lower term of the class interval, n is nothing but total frequency. So if you see here, the total frequencies, adding all the frequencies, 15 plus 5, 10 plus 5, and so on, So adding all frequencies, we are getting the sum is 140. So 140 by 2, which is 70. So we have to check in the cumulative frequency where 70 is existed. So if you see here, cumulative function till 65, mean to 20 to 30, 20, taking all these sums. So 25 to 30, the respective frequency is 20. Till this term, the respective cumulative function is 65. So here up to here 65 is completed. Then 70 will be in the next interval. That is nothing but from the 30 to 35, the term 70 will be existed in this interval. So this is the interval where we are getting that 70. So what we are doing means L in this interval. What is the L? L is nothing but lower term of the class interval. That is lower term of the class interval is 30 here. So this is your L. So L equals to 30. N is nothing but cumulative frequency, total frequency by 2. That is already we calculated as 70. So N by 2 is 70 minus preceding cumulative function of the preceding term. So what is the preceding term here? The cumulative up to this term is 65. So 65 by frequency. What is the total frequency? The term of this class interval 30 to 35 respective frequency is 25. So frequency is 25 and class width interval class interval width, that is 5 to 10, 10 to 15. It is maintaining standard width of 5. So class interval width is 5. So we are just substituting all the values where L is lower limit of the class interval, N is total frequency. So we are taking total frequency by 2, which is 70, and class interval cumulative frequency. So whatever the term is calculated, the preceding cumulative function up to there, we are getting the cumulative value is 65 by this class interval respective frequency is 25. So f is equals to 25 into c, where c is class interval width, which is 5. So after doing simplification, we are getting 31. So the median of the given group data is 31. Mode. Mode is the value of the data that most often or frequently occurs for the individual series. So if the data is grouped data, then the mode will be L plus f1 minus f0 by 2 f1 minus f0 minus f2 into c. So L is again lower limit of the middle class, and f1 is the frequency of the middle class, f0 is the preceding middle frequency, f2 is the succeeding frequency, and c is the width of the class interval. We see example on this one. So in simple way, we can say if the series data is provided, the highest most occurred term we have to taken as the median. So here in the series 12, 23, 34, 12, 23, 45, 34, 56, 34. So this series, out of this series, which term frequency is more, that we have to take as the which term frequency is more, that term we have to take in as mode. So in this series, if we observe, 34 is repeated maximum number of times, so that we are taking mode is the 34. If the class interval is provided or group data is provided, for that one we are going to get the mode like this. So mode of this class interval, again class interval is provided 10 to 20, 20 to 30, and the respective frequency is provided. So here the class interval, we have to take the middle value. So here the value is 30. So the class interval, whatever the Ilmos term is there, that we are taking. Okay. So here 30. So this is our class interval, class interval frequency. So middle term I am taking out of this class interval. So the lower limit of the class interval is 30. 30. So here L is nothing but 30. F1 is the class interval frequency, which is again 30, minus F0. F0 is the preceding class interval frequency, which is 20, and F2. F2 is nothing but succeeding class interval frequency, which is 20. So out of that we are substituting where L is lower limit of the frequency, which is 30, plus F1. F1 is the frequency of the class interval, which is 30, minus F naught, preceding class interval frequency, which is 20, by 2F1. 2F1 is 2 into 30 minus F naught. F naught is preceding class interval frequency 20 minus F2. F2 is succeeding class interval frequency, which is 20, into class interval width. So you can see here the class interval width is 10. So the difference between the two terms is 10. So class interval width is 10. So after doing the simplification, we are getting it as 35. Okay. And here the relation between mean, median, mode is equals to 3 times of median minus 2 times of mean. Next one is moments. Moments are the constants of the data which help in deciding the characteristics of the population. So moments help in finding arithmetic mean, standard deviation, and variance of the population directly. So in the previous one, whatever the measures like mean, median, mode, they are giving the statistical parameters, statistical measures of the given data, where we can use the moments to get the graphical interpretation of the data, so that we can read the data by visually. So moments will help us to view the data in graphical representation. So basically, moments can be depended as the average of the deviations taken from the point arising from the certain power. Broadly, the median movements are classified in two ways. One is central movements and another one is raw movements. Central movements are taken from the deviations taken from the mean value. Raw movements is taken from the taken deviations taken from the arbitrary point. So there are two movements, central movements and raw movements. If we are taking the deviations from the mean value, we say it is central movements. If we are taking some arbitrary point from arbitrary points, if we are considering the deviations, we call it as raw movements. So here is the example. So here central movements we indicate with mu r, or raw movements we indicate with mu r dash. Okay. So here mu r is nothing but arc moment, arc central moment. So arc central moment, the formula is 1 by n summation of x minus x bar whole power of r. Okay, here r is the power we have to take. So if you want to get the first moment, r equals to 1. If you want to calculate the second moment, then we have to take r equals to 2. Like that, arc moment generalized formula is 1 by n summation of x minus x bar whole power of r, where x is the series data that they will provide, individual series data, and x bar is the average of that series data. Okay. Similarly, if the data is grouped data, then the arc moment will be 1 by capital N, where capital N is sum of all frequencies into summation of f into x minus x bar whole power of r. For this is the arc move central moment. For the raw moments, let us consider the arbitrary point A. Then the R2 moment about arbitrary point A will be summation of x minus A whole power of r by n. If it is grouped data, summation of f into x minus A whole power of r by capital N, where capital N is the frequency data. Note, if we are taking A equals to 0, then the raw moments called as moments about origin, which are given as mu r dash is equals to rth raw moment of the origin, which is 1 by n into x summation of x power of r, 1 by n into summation of x into this is for the frequency data. We see examples on this. So here are the basically in the course we are going to calculate 4 moments. First one is the central moment. Then the second moment we called it as variance. The positive square root of a variance we called it as a standard deviation. So second moment gives the variance. From the variance we can get the uh, standard deviation. Moment 3 and moment 4 will help us to get the skewness and kurtosis that we will discuss in the further classes. So this is central moments respective formulas, and these are the right side column will be present to get we use to get the raw moments of the given data. So here is the example. Find out first four movements of the about the point 4 for the following data. So data is provided like 28744, and we have to get four movements about the point 4. So these are when the point is given as 4. This is nothing but we have to calculate moments, raw moments about the arbitrary point 4. So here instead of a we have to take a equals to 4, and respect to observations is provided 28744. So x is the observations 28744, and we have to take the deviations from the arbitrary point 4. So we are taking x minus a. X minus a is nothing but x minus 4. That is nothing but 2 minus 4 is minus 2, 8 minus 4 is 4, 7 minus 4 is 3, 4 minus 4 0, 4 minus 4 0. Similarly, we are taking x minus a square, means this is the power 1, and here we are taking the square of these terms. So minus 2 square is 4, 4 square is 16, 3 square is 9. Like similarly we are calculating, and we are increasing the power. So this will help us to get the first movement. This total will be help us to get the second movement. This will help us to get third, and this will help us to get fourth movement. So we know that the raw movements can will represented as mu r dash. So mu r dash nothing but here mu 1 dash. So mu 1 where r equals to 1, which is nothing but first raw moment. The formula will be 1 by n summation of x minus a whole power of 1. So summation of a x minus a whole power of 1, the respect to total sum is 5. So 5 by total number of observations in the series they provided as 5 terms. So 5 by 5 is equals to 1. Similarly, second raw moment, which is mu2 dash, where 2 is represents the second raw moment. So mu2 dash is equals to 1 by n of summation of x minus a whole square. So x minus a whole square respect to sum will be 29. But 29 by total number of observations is 5. So 29 by 5 is equals to 5.8. So that is the variance of the given data. Second raw moment, or we can say it as the variance of the given data is 5.8. Similarly, third raw moment is x minus a whole cube, which is 83 by total number of observations is 5. So 83 by 5 is equals to 16.6. Similarly, we are calculating the fourth raw moment. The respect to sum will be 353 by 5 is equals to 70.6. So like that we are calculating the four raw moments of the given data about the point 4. So here is another example. Find out the first four moments about the origin. So when they are saying about moments about the origin, we have to take a value as equals to 0. Arbitrary point, when you are taking arbitrary point a equals to 0, then we say the moments are moments about the origin. So here observations is given 28744, and moments about origin x minus a where a equals to 0. So here 2 minus 0, 8 minus 0, 7 minus 0, again we will get the same numbers. Then we are taking the powers. So x minus a whole square, x minus a whole cube, x minus a whole power of 4. So using the respect to total sums, we are going to get the raw moments. The about the first raw moment about the origin is 1 by n into summation of x's, where summation of x is 25, and the total number of observations is 5. So 25 by 5 is equals to 5. So this is the first raw moment about the origin. Similarly, second raw moment is 149 by 5, which is 29.8. So this is the second raw moment about the origin. And third raw moment is 991 by 5, which is 198.2. Third raw moment about origin. 7025 by 5, which is 1405. This is the fourth raw moment about the origin. So if we take a equals to 0, then we say the moments about the origin. So here we have to calculate first four central moments. First four central moments of the given data. So central moments is nothing but we have to take the deviations from the respect to mean value. So here series of data is provided 28744. So we have to get mean value of this one. So here mean is calculated. So 2 plus 8 plus 7 plus 4 plus 4 plus like adding all these terms to sum of all observations by total number of observations, which is 5. So here mean value we got as 5. So we have to take the deviations. So x minus x bar, that is 2 minus 5. So here x minus x bar, where x bar is 5. So x minus 5 we have to take. So we are taking every observation, we are subtracting with 5. So 2 minus 5 is minus 3, 2, 8 minus 5 is 3, like that we are calculating for all the values and adding them. So we will get the summation of x minus x bar. Similarly, squaring these terms, minus 3 square is 9, 3 square is 9, 2 square is 4, minus 1 square is again 1, like that. We are adding all these terms, we are getting as 24. Similarly, we are increasing the power. We are taking the cube of the x minus x bar and we are taking the power 4 of the x minus x bar. Then using the central moments formula, that is mu1. So central moments we indicate with mu r, where mu r is equals to 1 by n of summation of x minus x bar whole power of r. So where r equals to 1, we say that is first central moment. Okay. So central moment here, x minus x bar whole power of 1, that is 0 by 5 is equals to 0. The first central moment is 0 and the second central moment is 24 by 5, which is 4.8. Third central moment is x minus x bar whole cube by 5, that is 6 by 5, which is 1.2. And fourth central moment is 180 by 5, which is 36. Okay, in the further sessions we are going to see, we use this moment, third moment and fourth moment to get the skewness and kurtosis that we will see in the next class. Thank you.